Making sure my poof is big enough. So hello everyone, welcome. If you are new to the channel, welcome back. If you love me, I love you too. You all must have missed me this week because I really missed y'all too. I was down and out this week, just completely just out of commission. Just out of commission. Yesterday I started getting some of my face function back. Medicine has been helping tremendously as of yesterday. Before, medicine wasn't doing jack shit. I was just period out of commission. But now I'm actually kind of feeling more back to myself. I'm not quite there yet. But I'm laughing and I'm smiling and I'm cheery. So I guess that's a start. But there's quite a bit going on in the cosmos, so I'm not surprised that Spirit would guide me to go reading publicly on the channel for y'all. Pluto is in a hard square with the nodes still. The Sun and Mercury are right there inside that square. And then to top it all off, the Moon is conjunct Pluto today. So we actually have a Moon-Pluto conjunction in Capricorn with this big square going on. So the Moon has gotten involved. And so we're really wondering, right, especially with the Moon, because it deals with our emotions and different things that we need to nurture deep within the self. And it's about where we're investing our energy, where we're investing our power, right? Because Pluto is power, is deep power within the self. And it's transformative. And so, you know, if we're going to take that deep transformational type power that we have and invest it in people, places, things, situations, relationships, jobs, right? If we're going to have this power, where are we investing it? Where are we investing it? And it's asking you to decide where you want to put it with that nodal square. Right? Do you want to keep the peace? Do you want to keep the balance? Do you want to do what you're quote unquote supposed to do to make everybody else happy, which is South Node Libra, and that is not the way to go? Or do you want to invest it in yourself? Do you want to invest it in your own drive? Do you want to invest it in things that motivate you? Do you want to invest it in things that are creative, right? Do you want to invest it in something that you can take the lead on, where you're more in control and not leaving it up to everybody else to have control over you? Because that would be the Aryan North Node side of things. And that's definitely the way to go, right? There's also some conflict with Venus going on today. Venus is in Ceci quadrate with the Moon and Pluto. So they're having a bit of a disagreement, right? There might be logistics or reasons why you can't transform what you're doing. And, you know, that's just the over analytical aspect of Venus not being happy in Virgo. Excuse me. Like Venus might be looking at finances, looking at bills, right? Looking at the different expenses and things, and saying switching up or changing up or doing shit now is not feasible, but it's still necessary, right? It's still necessary. There's trines coming from Uranus in Taurus. You know, shake up the reality, see what happens. It's going to benefit, right? Trine energy. We also have a trine from Jupiter going to Venus, right? Jupiter, who's not necessarily happiest in Taurus either, but kind of reassuring Venus, like, I know we have a lot of things on our honey to-do list, like financially, but it's really going to benefit. It's really going to benefit if you can get out of the anal neurotic, you know, needing to control it aspect that Virgo in its shadow can get, right? It's kind of telling Venus, like, yo, if we're going to rise up and not worry about these things, we might actually want to listen to Uranus. You know what I mean? Like, if we don't want to be worrying about this to-do list, these bills, these expenses, these, you know, money coming in is already going out. You know, if we don't want to live like that, then let's make a very solid, stable shift that is more dependable and reliable and stable. That's Taurian energy, right? So there's definitely some conversations astrologically going on that everybody is probably dealing with. So we're going to see what comes out with the cards. You know, let me pull some pineapple charms. For those of you who need a little help discerning, okay, if you don't know if you should listen to the message or not, if you could take anything from the message or not, the charms, if they speak to you, whether it's one charm that really stands out or multiple charms that stand out, you'll know what message is for you. If you have a hard time discerning, because the charms will let you know. Okay. If for whatever reason the charms don't speak to you, that's fine. It just means either one, the message is not an emergency, right? Spirit's not giving you that spiritual slap to pay attention. And or your discernment's fine. And if you feel guided to listen, then you will take away what you need to take away from it without needing the extra help, right? Someone else just might really need it. Okay. Oh, also, don't forget to check out the Etsy shop. I added extra slots to the full moon going on, the lunar eclipse in Taurus that we're having, the full blood moon on October 28th, right? It is the last lunar eclipse of the Taurus Scorpio eclipse cycle, and it's a big one. It's a real big one, which is why I added the extra slots. So if you guys want in, get in before they're gone. Okay, half the slots are gone. Just get it before they're gone. All right, the Etsy link is in the description. You might as well just do that real quick and then come back. Okay, for real. If you're catching that in divine time in 2024, there are no more moon events. There will be no more moon events in 2024. There will be member events only. So that info is in the description too. You might as well check that out while you're in there. All right, become a member. Get all the bonus exclusive content. Enter yourself in the Eternally Grateful giveaway if you sign up as a Divine Rebel. All right. Charms. We have one of my mood clouds. So this is what you may be feeling, okay? You may be feeling a little bit sad because, you know, rainy cloud, but spreading love anyway, right? Raining light down anyway, and putting on a happy face, even if you're a little sad inside, right? So you might be having a hard time, see other people that are having a hard time and helping them and feeling good that you can help them. You know, raining that kind of love and light energy on someone else when you really kind of need it yourself. You know what I mean? And that would be a typical mood if you were dealing with being on the Libra South Node side of the axis, right? Where you're happy that everybody else is happy, but you yourself aren't quite happy, right? You're still the cloud. We also have soccer ball. Soccer if you're in the States, football if you are elsewhere in the world. We also have tequila. You may have drank tequila recently, or it just might be your poison. All right, we've got tequila. We also have sign language for I love you. So you may know ASL and know how to sign in general, or you may know someone who gives that symbol, right? It's I love you. So it might be a synchronicity for you. We also have the Ram, so Aryan energy. Could also be a sheep, I guess. We have the, the wheel of a ship. Okay. We have a ship's wheel. Could also be in the Navy, because it just reminds me of the Navy. Or it could be, you could be thinking about someone who's serving in the Navy. We've also got a compass and protractor, right? So you may have to work with those types of tools. So if you could be a teacher, specifically a math teacher, you might be an architect and work with geometry like that. You might be a carpenter. So take it as it resonates. Any of those occupations might ring a bell or be a synchronicity for you. We also have watermelon. Watermelon sugar high. We have ladybug. Very lucky ladybug. It might be a synchronicity for you. Okay. And we have a rose. So red roses might be synchronicity for you. Your name might be Rose or have Rose in your name. Or someone close to you might, right? If this reading ends up helping you understand your dynamicship with them a little bit more. We've also got binoculars. So you may do sightseeing, some traveling, bird watching, right? Or own a pair of binoculars. Maybe you use them often. Okay. Then we have the Sun card. And the sun is in Libra right now. It's going to be moving into Scorpio. So depending on when you catch this message, whatever zodiac season it is the sun sign. Right now it's Libra season, so it's Libra sun, right? If you were to catch this in a few days, it's going to be a Scorpio sun. So take the sun sign. It might be significant for you, right? We also have the Wheel of Fortune. That's Jupiter's energy, right? We were talking about Jupiter being in Taurus right now, trying to give you some reassurance on financial situations. And then we also have the World card, which is fixed energy. Again, that's Taurus. It could also be Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. It's also Saturnian energy, and Saturn's in Pisces. It's going direct in about 2 weeks. It's going to be direct. Okay. So the World card, definitely representative of chapters closing. I did not get any zodiac beads, and I got one letter bead. Now, blue is for boys and pink is for girls. If you need it really specific like that, don't get hung up on the gender. It could be whatever you identify as. It's fine. You can throw out the gender altogether. That's just for people who need it real specific. We also have black and white. White is yang, black is yin, masculine dominant, feminine dominant in the energy. Okay. We've got one letter charm. It is a blue V. So super specific if you need a message in concern to a male whose name begins with V, or if you are a male whose name begins with V, right? So take it as it resonates. It doesn't have to be a dude. It's just for those who need it really specific like that. Okay. So, V guy names, you could be Victor, Vincent, Vito, right? It could be all kinds of names. Val, right? Sometimes Valerie is a guy's name. So yeah, take them as they resonate. Okay. But those are the charms for those who need them. Okay. So what do you have me here for, Spirit? Kipper. We're going to start with Kipper. Fairy Tale. I haven't pulled that deck in a while. Okay, Spirit. And vice versa, Tarot. Barberry Tarot. Oh, Spirit. Okay. So we're going to see what is going on that Spirit would bring me live, right? Whatever comes out. I also was guided to the Love Your Inner Goddess Oracle cards as guidance for the end. So we're going to see where it takes us. There will probably end up with timestamps in the comments. All right, just keep that in mind. I'll probably put timestamps in the comments so you guys can blitz around if you need to come back to the message. All right, what's going on? What direction are you taking this reading, Spirit? Who needs to know what? What are the major energies or major factors going on right now? All right, so it's definitely related to occupation and a main male. Okay. To be fair, if we're talking about occupations, we do have like a seamstress here, and then, you know, a business where a suit might be applicable. That might be relevant for you as far as people connected to you or who might be bringing the reading through. Bottom of the deck is distant horizon, so this person might be at a distance from you, and they could probably be in your family. We got family room on top and distant horizons on the bottom. Okay. Okay. Fairy tale Norman. What do you need me to know in insight into this main male regarding occupation? Someone connected to you in the family who is probably at a distance from you. What do you need to know? What do you need to know, those who would be watching this right now? Damn. Okay. So this person may not have a lot of money right now. They might have a good heart, but not a lot of money because we got the poor man here. It's one of the gentleman cards. There's two in Lenormand. One is wealthy and one is not. But the one who is not is very rich in heart, right? So that individual, we got the mice on top. So this person has had an energy thief. Nickel and diming them for a while, right? Because the mice have made a mess. The mice have made a mess of the home, right? They've gotten into the pantry, which is indicative of the nutrition, what keeps life and the standards of living high. They've had mice in the pantry, which metaphorically is an energy thief. So they've had someone who's been either draining their energy or draining their finances for a long time. And now they're poor, right? And now they're poor. They have no money. They have no money. They might be up to their ears in debt, Okay. So financial hardship. The main male may have had an occupation that was mentioned in the charms, whether they served in the Navy or a carpenter or an architect, right, or a teacher. They may have traveled a lot for work. Okay. They may have wore a suit for their job, right? Businessman, tailor. We have seamstress here. They may have traveled playing sports. We do have Aries the Ram there, so they may have definitely served in the military or the police force or as a fireman. Okay. This is who we're talking about right now. They have an energy thief who's been draining them and making a mess for a while. And now they've got nothing left but a big heart. This is someone who is at a distance. This feels like a personal reading. So this might be like an almost personal reading. Okay. It's probably what I'm going to retitle it as. The cards that came out, we got Heart in the reverse, which shows a married couple in reverse, and Garden in reverse. See, love is about passion. It's about attraction. It's about feeling like a lucky soul, right? That you've met your love, and it came out in the reverse. You know, this is about friends, acquaintances, holidays and festivities, gatherings, right? Children playing and having a good time, and that's in reverse. This person may have had a spouse or a partner that took them for everything and just broke them. Their partner may have left them or is just left them or is going to leave them. And they've got nothing left. Let's get some insight. Okay. First off, where is this main male at? We're going to find out where the lover went in a minute. See what that person's doing or what's going on in their energy. But we're going to get into the main male first, who this reading concerns, right? All right, Ace of Pentacles. The Sun in the back face. The World card in the back face. I feel like someone left someone else. I got the Death card on the Hierophant. That's a death to a marriage. Might have been a Cancer. But it's someone, and maybe might have been a bird watcher, right? Because we got the binoculars out here. They might have shared a moon sign, right? Like if, like, for example, if someone was a Scorpio sun, their love may have been a Scorpio moon, right? And they may have been together, sun and moon. Yeah, the Tower. What is going on? And now they don't know what to do. They're at the Three of Wands. Like, they're at the very beginning of their journey. They just started. They're at the very beginning of their journey. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this person is looking at a fresh new foundation. It's green, right? There's nothing built on it yet. It's green. And they've got these walls in front of them. Like, they want to move forward, but they don't know how or where to go. They're looking at walls, right? Obstacles. And it's probably because they're broke. It's a closed cycle, right? The world came out in the charms. The world is Saturn. It might be a father. I feel like someone is getting divorced. That's so crazy. And they probably did not expect it either. Yeah, look, the Hierophant has a mask on, right? Hey, Christina, how you doing? Right, the Hierophant has a mask on. That's a marriage card, right? And it came out with the Death card. And the Tower has a mask, the marriage, cracking. What? Yeah, Six of Cups on the bottom. This was a sacred soulmate. And they don't know what to do. Someone could have got thrown out of their house and can't get back in. Like, it's done. And there could be a number of reasons why this happened. Okay, we do have tequila in the charms. So alcohol could be involved, right? Maybe if someone was in a marriage for a long time and they never gave up drinking, the drinking was a problem. Maybe their partner finally had enough and said, that's it. And it's done this time. Right? Because the energy thief doesn't necessarily have to be another person. It can be an addiction. Someone could have been a gambler, a drinker, have vices, right? And those vices made a mess of the situation, left them broke, cost them their marriage, cost them their family. Give me some clarities, please, Spirit. Yeah, Five of Swords on the Ace of Coin. There was a fight. There was some kind of argument. That's why That's why they're at this very green Ace of Coin. 3 of Swords, yeah. 3 of Swords on the Sun card, back face. It's definitely an energy vampire. Whether that is karmic or addiction type energy. Yeah. You have a friend that wrote a song about it? That's crazy. Really, what a synchronicity. Yeah, someone got shut out. Someone got shut out. They're light, who they are, they got shut out. They're in a lot of pain right now. They're in a lot of pain right now. Star card on the World. I think an Ouroboros type cycle with the World card, where they were going around in circles and eating their own tail. I think that's what's healing. Sagittarian energy with the Archer on the Star card. This person may have unfinished business with a Sagittarius. Could also be Aqua, okay? And it's probably because of Uranus in Taurus. Someone's whole world got shook up. Give me insight into the other person. Clarify these cards for me, please. Clarify the Moon. Clarify the Moon. Two of Swords in the reverse. Yes, someone made a decision. Because the Two of Swords is indecision, right? Between a rock and a hard place, not knowing what to choose. Someone chose. Someone chose. And there is definitely blood in the water. Definitely blood in the water. Clarify the Eight of Swords, back-faced. The Two of Coins. Yeah, someone unstuck themselves. Really, look at that. Really, the Hierophant and the Death card. That's the Taurus and Scorpionic axis right there. We're closing a major eclipse cycle. I was talking about that today during the Weekly Duality Report for my Divine Rebel members. If you're not a member, you really should sign up. You miss a lot of information. Not being a Divine Rebel, okay? Yeah. Someone unstuck themselves and made a choice, and now it's like they're walking through the other side of the gate. They unstuck themselves. It's like the eagle came in, right, which is indicative of Archangel Michael. It's also high wisdom, like something threw them a sword and they cut their ropes. Someone gave them an out and they took it. Someone promised them, made a commitment to them that changed, that they were able to change things. Five of Cups. I feel like they regret ever being with this person. They regret marrying this person. Whoever this person is, they're really bitter. High Priestess is on the bottom. Chariot's on top. Could definitely be Cancerian energy. Okay. This person's really intuitive. I think they always knew they were going to leave this person. From the day they got married. They got married for the house. As karma, the judgment was under that. Karma. So they played the Queen of Wands. They played the Queen of Cups. But they knew they weren't going to be happy and they had to heal. They walked. I'm going to give you a fucking example. Okay? I'm going to give you an example. Imagine, right? You're the man here and you have addictions and you have vices. And you had someone like a beautiful empath type energy who gave you everything. Everything. All the love, all the consideration, all the nurturance, looked at you with that lovey light in their eyes, right? That big doe-eyed, smiling, I love you and your fucking soul look. Imagine you had that person and you were young in your vices, you know, not caring, not taking them serious, right? That was wife right there. That was wife. And you completely destroyed, right? Narcissistic, self-absorbed, you know, into your addictions, ruined your relationship with that person to where your empath, your earth angel, your wife and soul left. Hurt them to the point that they did not come back. And then you end up in a situation with a sacred soulmate who is putting up with your addictions and putting up with your whatever because they're getting the home out of it, right? They're getting what they want, but they're your karma. But they're your karma, though. They're your judgment, your karma for betraying the soul contract you had with the one that got away, the one that got away, the one you pushed out and hurt into oblivion. You ended up falling for someone else the way that your person fell for you, right? Talking to the masculine here. You fell for someone the way your actual soul wife fell for you. And now you're learning karmic judgment, the amount of pain the one that got away went through. The amount of pain you're in, the amount of loss that you've taken on, the amount of suffering that you've gone through is now at this point equal to the pain of that person that you lost. No matter how much time has transpired, all of it was making it even. And now the karmic debt's paid and your karmic wife is up and out and is leaving you a fucking mess. Because that's what you did. That's what you caused someone else. And the divine said, karma's a bitch, ain't it? Whoever the karmic was now took them or has taken them for everything they got. They got nothing left. They got nothing. They got nothing to show for it. They've got no family. They've got no marriage. They've got a mess. They've got a mess. They never righted the karmic wrong. They never righted it. They didn't heal themselves. They just kept going and took the punishment. They took the punishment instead of righting the wrong. The wrong that they committed against their actual person. God damn. That's like losing the one early in life, getting married and having a bunch of kids and being married for decades to an abusive person. Someone who is literally just nasty and using you, right? The mice, energy thief, using you for money, nickel and diming you, right? Spending all this shit like they were karma. They were karma. Major endings. Major endings. Because the Taurus and Scorpio eclipse cycle comes full circle every 18 years. They could have been married for 18 years. They could have been married for 36 years. They could have been married for 54 years. And it's ending now. Like the karma stacked up enough. The karma stacked up enough that the pain would be that great that it's finally equal. That's how much someone else suffered. That's the kind of energy I'm getting off this. That's fucking wild. That's fucking wild. Especially if, like, there were people along the way that said you shouldn't be with this person. We don't like that person. They're no good, right? Family. If family was telling you, we told you we didn't like this person. We told you they were no good. We didn't like them for no reason. We didn't like them for no reason. Like, think about it. If your parents, aunts, uncles, best friends were like, yo, you shouldn't be with that person. That person's trouble. I don't know what it is about them. I don't like them. They weren't getting along with your family and your friends. They were not your person. They were not your person. They were a karmic fucking judgment. You were warned. You were warned. You probably had different signs from people telling you you should leave this person. Why don't you leave this person? Right, over the course of time. Oh, it's that kind of bad. Why don't you leave them? Oh, I can't. I have to stay and blah, blah, blah. Whatever XYZ reason you had. And people who loved you, your earth angels, were telling you should probably leave. And now you literally ran it through all the way through to where the judgment is finally reached and they're out. Took everything with them, left you with nothing. Left you with fucking nothing left. Because that's like the example, like that's how you left that other person. You left them feeling like they had nothing left. Nothing left of themselves, nothing left of their heart, nothing left. That's how you left them. You left them broken on another level. And karma, you had a soul contract, a healing contract that you did not make good on, and so you took the punishment instead. What's the guidance, please? That's too many. What's the guidance? It's like being married for however long, being committed to someone for however long, and regretting ever being married to them and wishing you had made it right with the other person. And it's too late, you know, like it's too late. You took the punishment instead of writing it, instead of being responsible and changing whatever behavior pushed that person away. Instead of changing and healing, you stuck to whatever pushed them away and got dealt the karma. You chose to suffer. Right? Whoever this reading is about, they chose to suffer. 2 hearts, 1 soul, sisterhood, soul sisters. Oh my God, I just heard the light twin and the dark twin. Like you had the light one and hurt the light one, so you got the dark one. And that's life right there. This message is definitely for a guy. I even did a short about that. I was like, there's 2. Twin flames, there's 2. The light and the dark. There's the earth angel, empath, connected in soul, compassionate and considerate light. The one that requires you to heal to have them. And then there's the dark, and the dark is the punishment. The dark is the punishment. Two different hearts, one soul. They're the yin and yang. They're sisters. They're sisters in soul. Sent here to teach you a lesson that you would never forget. Because you ever come back in another lifetime, which I'm sure you will, you are going to feel that dark twins energy and run from it like it's the fucking plague. You're not going to know why, but you're going to have a real bad feeling about that person. And if you ever see the light, that light soul again, you are going to remember that they loved you more than anybody else ever did. And you're going to stop at nothing to be with them. Although, to be fair, they're not going to remember you so nicely. They're not going to remember your soul so nicely. There's going to be something about you that tells them to stay away from you because you will hurt them. You're going to have to try and earn their light back in the next life. Wow. Let's see what else this has to say. Card 38. Right, which is 11. It breaks down to an 11. Yeah. It says, you are being emotionally and psychologically influenced by the people around you more than you may realize. Sometimes this is good. They uplift and inspire you and help you feel loved and loving. However, sometimes you can sense that being truly yourself in a situation could result in unwanted conflict, and you undermine yourself to keep the peace. When we talk about truly being yourself, that is your highest self. And you could feel like being your highest self would result in unwanted conflict, and so you keep the peace. You'll find that the moment you stop doing this, some difficulties you've been having in moving forward will fall away, almost as if by magic. The relationships worth holding on to can handle a little more truth, even if feathers get ruffled before being smoothed over with love once more. You might have someone whoever this reading is for, who is similar to the light sister, right? Or the light half, the light twin, that you can still reconcile with. Probably the same thing. Your vices probably got in the way. Your inability to grow, shift, change, or leave the dark twin got in the way. And you pushed them out. right? They might not have wanted to be disconnected from you. They might not have wanted to let you go, but they had to, right? Especially if you lost your children, right? Maybe the mother was extremely toxic, right? Dark twin, toxic. And you lost connection with one of your kids. Or that child's mother, right? If they're different, depending on your situation. You might need to reach out to someone who is similar in energy. They could be someone else in the family. They could be one of your children. They could be literally your sister. They could be someone else who is like a daughter or like a sister to you, right? To whoever this is. You might need to reach out to this person, because I guarantee you, if your vices or your problems, whatever it was that got you at ground zero with your dark twin, that the karma finally paid out, that they put up with your vices for so long only to take you for everything, right? You might actually have to go back and start mending this energy with someone else. Someone, like if you are a father and you have a daughter who shuts you out, like you might need to get in contact with them, especially if they hold the same energy, the same energy signature, right, as the light twin, because we're all connected. We're all connected. Like, there's a reason why fathers, especially when they're with very toxic, dark, feminine energy, if they have kids and they have a daughter, they get really close or really attached to the daughter. And it's because that daughter holds the light signature, the same energy as the light twin that they lost. And so what they can't repair with the one that got away, they will ultimately have a chance to repair with their daughter. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. You might feel like you can't be your best self, that people wouldn't know how to react to you, that you wouldn't know how to function, that you would have to give up old relationships because they expect you to be a certain way. Like maybe your highest self wouldn't let someone just spend your money frivolously, and they might not fucking like it. If you decided that you're going to pull back and you're not going to partake in your vices, or you're not going to, spend on whatever, which means they also can't. And they might be like, what? They would rather you be in your vices and let them spend money. That was the contract. Yeah, you can drink all you want. You can smoke all you want. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can gamble. You can do whatever you want, as long as I get to spend whatever I want. I get all the things that I want. I get the house. I get the this. I get the that. Like, I want it all. And by the time this karmic debt is paid, I'm going to take it all with me and leave you with nothing, because you never chose to actually heal yourself. Right? It says some relationships nourish the soul while others damage it. A nourishing relationship has an effect on your soul, just like nourishing food does on your body. It makes you feel good. It increases your energy to live your life and enhances your well-being. Healthy relationships for your soul are those that uplift, inspire, and help you become more of yourself with fearlessness. They're supportive. They do not drag your spirit down into anxiety and confusion. Some people may love you, but just not know how to be in a relationship with you that is healthy for your soul and theirs. With such people, you will either need to show them how to be in your life in a soul-loving way, right? Elevating, or take extra special care of yourself when you're around them. And sometimes this will not be enough to protect you from the negative influence of the relationship, and you will need to walk away. This can be sad. Yet it also creates space for your soulmates to enter or re-enter your life. These are people with whom you share a deep and real connection. You love each other in a way that frees you to be your best selves. We attract soulmates into our world by being good to ourselves. Be your own best friend first. Do right by you. Require respect in your relationship with yourself so that you can require it of your relationships with others. Then you will find it easy to recognize the people who genuinely love you and invite them into your heart, where it is safe to love them and be loved by them. It's just 55 on the timer. I could literally write books on readings like this. What's crazy is you could have chosen to heal yourself and love yourself and respect yourself at any time. You could have chose to change at any time. And all of the excuses you had for not changing, for not healing, for not being better, that cost was expensive. Being expensive is an understatement. Damn. If this was your reading, at least now you get to start over green. Wherever you go, I would bring your best self forward. Because if you didn't learn to let go of your vices by now, your energy drains by now, you're not going to manifest a soulmate to help you. You manifest soulmates when you're in alignment with your highest self, your good self, and showing respect to yourself. Then you will have someone come forward who's willing to help you. But if the karmic debt is paid and you're on a green slate, fresh and new, and that debt is paid, you're not going to connect with the right kind of person who's not going to bring you more pain if you bring what brought you the pain with you moving forward. If it was vices, you can't bring your vices forward anymore. If it was drinking, you can't drink no more. If it was gambling, you can't gamble no more. You can't do it anymore. And if you continue to do it, you might end up on the streets outside, literally. You might not have anybody willing to take you in because you're just a mess. You become the mouse. You become their mouse. Instead of being your own mouse and attracting mice to pay the karmic debt, you become the mouse. No one's going to let a mouse in their house. They're going to throw the mouse out. You can't bring your toxic behaviors forward anymore. That's it. And that's the message. I'm sorry, whoever needed this. Obviously, it came through for a reason. Energies and the charms and on the cards, zodiac sign wise, we have strong Mars energy, so it could be significant Mars, especially if you've got Mars in Cancer, Mars in Aries, or Mars in Taurus, Mars in Scorpio, Mars in Aquarius, Mars in Leo. We also have all of them signs here, and Pisces. We have Cancer, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, right? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, all 3 water signs. Aqua, Taurus, Leo, right? All the fixed signs. That came out multiple times, right? Because the world card is fixed. Then we also have the Sun card, that's Leo. We also have Aquarius with the star card, Taurus with the Hierophant, and Scorpio with the death card. So literally fixed sign energy. You might have a grand cross in your chart, or they might. And especially if it's fixed signs, it's just the universe screaming at you that this is your message to watch out for. An Aryan energy. We got Aries in the charms. We also got Leo in the charms. And you might seriously need to reconnect with a Sagittarius because the Wheel of Fortune came out, and this is a Archer on the star card. So if you want to try and heal, your best bet, your best lucky bet to turn your life around, to turn your fortune around, might be someone with stronger significant Sagittarius placements. Whether that is a Sag Sun or a Sag Moon or a Sag Rising. Or Sag Mars. Who knows? All right, y'all. I love you, and I will see you next time.